Dear friends, welcome back. This video series tries to highlight the legacy of Tamil Chola dynasty in the Southeast Asian countries from the travel notes of Chinese author Ma Huan, who accompanied the great admiral and explorer of China Zhang He in various expeditions during early 15th century around 1405 and 1430. This video will tell about the Tamil-related facts in trade activities of Coolie, present-day Calicut, on the west coast of India. If a treasure ship goes there, it is left entirely to the two men to superintend the buying and selling. The king sends a chief and a chetty, Veinochi, to examine the account books in the official bureau. A broker comes and joins them, and a high officer who commands the ships discusses the choice of a certain date for fixing prices. When the day arrives, they first of all take the silk embroideries and the open work silks and other such goods which have been brought there and discuss the price of them one by one. And when the price has been fixed, they write out an agreement stating the amount of the price. This agreement is retained by these persons. The chief and the chetty, with His Excellency the eunuch, all join hands together, and the broker then says, "In such and such a moon on such and such a day, we have all joined hands and sealed our agreement with a hand clasp. Whether the price be dear or cheap, we will never repudiate it or change it." After that, the chetty and the men of wealth then come bringing precious stones, pearls, corals, and other such things so that they may be examined and the price discussed. This cannot be settled in a day. If done quickly, it takes 1 moon. If done slowly, it takes 2 or 3 moons. Once the money price has been fixed after examination and discussion, if a pearl or other such article is purchased, the price which must be paid for it is calculated by the chief and the Veinochi who carried out the original transaction. And as to the quantity of the hemp silk or other such article which must be given in exchange for it, goods are given in exchange according to the price fixed by the original hand clasp. There is not the slightest deviation. In their method of calculation, they do not use a calculating plate. For calculating, they use only the 2 hands and 2 feet and the 20 digits on them, and they do not make the slightest mistake. This is very extraordinary. Whenever they weigh goods large and small alike, they mostly use a pair of scales for testing comparative weights. As to their system of measurement, the authorities make a brass casting which constitutes a sheng for current use. The foreign name for it is tangchia, and each sheng equals 1 sheng, 6 kilo, over official sheng. Western Ocean cloth named Cheli cloth in this country comes from the neighboring districts of Kanpai and other such places, each roll in 4 chi, 5 chun broad and 2 chang, 5 chi long, and it is sold for 8 or 10 of their local gold coins. The chetty mostly purchase all kinds of precious stones and pearls, and they manufacture coral, beads and other such things. Foreign ships from every place come there, and the king of the country also sends a chief and a writer and others to watch the sales. Thereupon they collect the duty and pay it into the authorities. These are the words of Ma Huan about trade activities of Calicut in the 15th century. The content was taken from the book named Ing Yai Shenglan, meaning the overall survey of the ocean shores, written by Ma Huan in the year 1433 and translated in English by J.V.G. Mills. There are many more facts to share with you all. I will meet you in my next video with the notes on food of Calicut during the 15th century as mentioned in Ma Huan Travel Notes. We'll meet you soon. Until then, thanks with wishes.